Hey guys, Henry here, and today we're going to be talking about the first season of the new Netflix cartoon, Tuca and Bertie, and what I thought of the first season, and whether I think it's worth a watch. Tuca and Bertie is an animated comedy that follows two 30-year-old female birds, Tuca and Bertie, played by Tiffany Haddish and Ali Wong, respectively. They're best friends and they live in the same apartment complex along with Bertie's boyfriend Speckle, played by Steven Yeun from The Walking Dead. Tuca is more of a free spirit. She doesn't care much for responsibility. She just wants to have a good time. She's wild and she always keeps Bertie on her toes. She doesn't bother with getting a job and mooches off her auntie, who writes her checks whenever she needs it. Meanwhile, Bertie is more reserved. She's got a stable job that she doesn't quite love, but she still wants to do well in, and she's planning for her future with her boyfriend. Although she does want to pursue her dream of becoming a pastry chef. She is quite opposite to Tuca in the fact that she feels like she shoulders a lot of responsibility and is ready to be an adult. Speckle, Bertie's boyfriend, is a chipper architect who's infatuated with Bertie and is super supportive of her. But he is super duper average and just isn't a risk taker. The show explores those characters in extreme depth, really peeling back their layers and allowing the audience to see their vulnerabilities and hence their relatability. The show is created by Lisa Hannawalt, who was behind the design of BoJack Horseman, which is pretty evident once you watch the trailer or just start watching the show. The show takes a while to get rolling. Early on, there were a lot of dark and raw elements I was excited for the show to explore, but they never really did. However, the last 3 episodes definitely got into the nitty-gritty and explored those more difficult and real issues. A lot of the comedy within Tuca and Bertie is generated from universal struggles. Although the primary focus of the show is on telling the story of modern women, albeit through the story of women birds, you don't have to be a woman to relate to the themes that the show explores. Social anxiety, fear of commitment, overcoming alcoholism, and addiction, but there are definitely elements that will hit harder for women, ranging from light-hearted notions of how they would go to the bathroom in a romper, to dark and more sinister things such as a simple jog in the park turning into a nightmare as you are harassed and catcalled, to feeling uncomfortable in your own home when a creepy plumber lets himself in to repair something, and even harassment in the workplace. But the laughs don't hit you very hard. The show isn't doling out one-liners and cracking punchlines. Rather, it's a pretty slow comedic burn. And personally for me, it wasn't as engaging as I would have liked. But I could see how this style of comedy would appeal to other people. There are also frequent shifts in animation to lo-fi claymation, sock puppet styles, and a whole bunch more. Although I did enjoy the surrealism and experimentalism that this brought to the table, it did at times feel a little jarring. Tuca and Bertie is also a women-led animated series. It brings people that are often cast aside as supporting characters, i.e. women of color, and brings them into the spotlight. I enjoyed my viewing of the first season of Tuca and Bertie, and I would recommend you give the show a chance. It has something very real to say, and it most definitely isn't just a show for women. I haven't enjoyed it as much as I've enjoyed BoJack Horseman, and I guess it's sort of unfair to compare the two as they're meant to be different entities, but the way it's animated is sort of hard to separate the two. I'm definitely excited to see where it heads in future seasons. It's definitely got a good foundation, but I hope they just take bigger risks and just get dark. It has that potential and I really think it can do well in that space. Thank you guys for watching the video. If you liked it, please be sure to hit that like button. If you want to see more content from me, be sure to hit that subscribe button. If you've seen Tuca and Bertie, let me know what you thought in the comment section down below. Thank you guys again for watching, and I'll see you next time.